Hey guys, this is Arsenal Giants PS3 and this is episode 9 of season 2 of our FIFA 13 career mode series with AC Milan, and as you guys can see it is now the month of December and I have 4 matches for you in this episode. First off we have Chievo, not exactly a great team, doing not too great this season. Then we have AS Roma, who I actually really do like as a team. I do like Francesco Totti, although I think he has actually retired at this point in time, on FIFA of course, not actually in real life. Then we have Lazio, again a very good team, like players with Mario Zarate, and then we have Catania, I think that's how you pronounce it. Again, not a very strong team, but you never know with these small teams, they can surprise you sometimes. And we are in 4th place, so not doing too well, but hopefully we can try and achieve the title a bit quicker than we are hoping to. Right now we're not doing too well, but as voted by you guys for last episode's goal of the episode, it was the Robinho goal against Cagliari, so thank you very much guys for voting on that. It was a very nice goal by Robinho. But now quickly we're going to have a little look at the squad report, because a few of you guys last episode wanted me to have a look at it just to see who's really improving, what players are on a good run of form and who's not doing too well. So players like Guita and Bojan, those sort of players have improved quite a bit. Also Luis Morial has actually gone up a couple of levels as well, so there's a little bit of progress from a lot of the players, but essentially they are all on a good run of form as well, which is going to be really important. But now, as you guys should know, recently my performances haven't been too great, and so I'm going to be changing the formation from the 4-1-2-1-2 to the 4-5-1. I know it's not much of a change, but it is to me, and this is the team so far. So in striker is of course Luis Morial, then Robinho and El Shaarawy behind him, and on the flanks, we're not really on the flanks, it's kind of a bit more central than on the flanks, is Ricardo Montolivo and Javier Pastores. So hopefully this will work out. This is about me sort of controlling the play and passing it a bit quicker. Usually because I don't have any width, and this team doesn't really have much width either, it's kind of really hard. I can't sprint down the flanks, and it's all about the quickness of the passing for me, and I found that having Nigel de Jong in the side really slowed up my passing quite a bit, so hopefully this will improve it. If not, then I'll just change it again to something else, and hopefully you guys can give me some suggestions, but this will hopefully work out for this episode. And so it was actually quite good so far in the first half against Chievo. You know, we had a lot of chances. Robinho had tries to chip the keeper, not such a good idea, but you know, it's quite ambitious and it was quite a nice attempt, but still, you know, a lot of chances in the first half, nothing really happening there. But Nocerino manages to get back into Robinho, who is tackled, but it falls back to Nocerino and his shot just goes wide. And you know, Chievo did threaten us a little bit. I really don't know how to pronounce their name at all, because you know, we've already established this, and did have a few chances in the first half, nothing too great, and Guita there with a pretty nice save, and then of course the other shot was offside, but again a nice save by Guita, and at half time it was 0-0, and Chievo's on the corner there, but on the counter attack now Ricardo Montolivo plays up to Luis Morial, single striker up there, he takes it past the defender way too easily, just running up the pitch now, doesn't have any support, and then it's a really clinical finish there by Luis Morial, who honestly speaking hasn't really impressed me too much recently. He has scored a few goals last time around, but I think he's only got like 8 goals in the last 12 matches, which is okay in some respects, but overall not too great. But hopefully he will start improving. We have a few more chances. There's some lovely passing football before that El Shaarawy just sadly loses the ball, and you know, defensively really simple stuff. Chievo tried to attack, but Badstuber here comes across and snatches the ball off and then just plays out wide, and really it's just about our quick passing movement. You know, Chievo didn't really threaten us, we didn't really have any genuine chances after this, but it was some lovely football and sort of trying to create chances, trying to create some opportunities, but it wasn't really, you know, happening for us, and some nice passing, but unfortunately that was it really. But luckily enough we do already have the goal, and it is a home result, 1-0. It's not the best performance, it was some quite nice quick passing football, but again we didn't really have too many chances, but we do have the 3 points, and Luis Morial was the man of the match with an 8.3 rating, and Guita with an 8.2, so Guita's doing pretty well so far, and also Luis Morial did score the goal. But on to our second match now of the episode against a much tougher opposition in AS Roma. They aren't actually playing Francesco Totti, which is really saddening actually, because he's an awesome player, and I think he's actually retired, which is, you know, that sucks. But Roma actually started off a lot stronger than I did, but look at this defending right there, comes across with the tackle, and then another great block there by Marcelo, lovely defending, and luckily enough nothing came off the corner. But now we're on the attack ourselves, so Luis Morial, some lovely football yet again, plays up to Pastore, hits it on the volley, good save by the keeper, comes back out though, and Badstuber easily clears up, and once again we can start up the attack from the back now, playing ourselves up the pitch. Again, some quite nice football, you know, keeping it simple, keeping it clinical, and plays up to El Shaarawy, takes a lovely touch there, takes it inside the defender, and then what a hit by El Shaarawy, just smashes it into the bottom left hand corner, and it was a lovely strike. Great footwork though to take it past the defender and then just sets himself up and hits the ball nice and true, and it is a fantastic goal there. And yet again on the attack, AS Roma giving away the ball very cheaply there, falls over to Nocerino, cuts inside, and then look at this for a strike, just smashes it in, and once again we have the 2-goal lead against AS Roma, which actually was very, very surprising. AS Roma had a lot better start than I did, and you know, they were threatening a lot more, but we have the 2-goal advantage. But of course defensively we are never too solid here, and Destra has the shot, it's a good block, and then yet again a good shot there, it's a good save by Guita, and then it's just, I can't really tell what happens. I think that Acerbi actually sort of heads it into his own net. Because of the FIFA physics you can't really tell, but I'm pretty sure that Acerbi gives away the own goal there by heading into his own net. Then AS Roma just kept on coming, and defensively we were a little bit better than we were earlier, but still, you know, they just kept on coming. We managed to get out the ball and then eventually play it out of our own half, and then it is half time, 2-1 to us. But defensively, you know, sometimes we're just so solid, and then all of a sudden we concede a very sloppy goal, and then the opposition are just all over us, and that's when things get a bit untidy and a bit messy. And you know, you'll see that a lot in this series, because you know, I really can't defend at all. And you know, in the second half there wasn't really a lot happening. You know, we were trying to score another goal just to keep it comfortable, and then just look at this for defending. You know, Sabi just keeping nice and tight, not allowing him to cross, and not allowing him any space at all. And then yet again, you know, Eric Lamela is just trying to pass it in, just can't get anything. Eventually they do play it out a little bit, and you know, they try to take a strike in a second, and it's just, you know, defensively that was superb. Then we give it away so simply, and then the shot just goes wide, and this is just, oh, I can't believe I did this. Guita just gives away the ball from the goal kick, and then Osvaldo manages to get the equaliser in the 90th minute. And I don't know what I was thinking. I was trying to pass it out to sort of waste time, and then I give away. It's just, I can't believe I did that. And then Roma in the 90th minute keep on coming here, and Osvaldo, look at that tackle. I was really starting to panic at that point, just trying to clear it out. I did not want to lose it after having the 2-1 advantage and then giving it away so cheaply. It was so stupid, and then they go to praise him. Sometimes I do not understand FIFA, but of course, you know, Guita down to a 6.9, but man of the match was Robinho with a 7.7. The performances wasn't that great. We would have managed to get away with the 3 points, but you know, it's just such a stupid mistake on my part, and I just can't believe I did it. It's just, I was dreading actually doing commentary over that, because I know that you guys are going to be like, what an idiot, threw away 2 points when you had them so comfortably. I should have just hoofed it out, and at this point in time I can't imagine why I didn't. But you know, our third match now against Lazio, who are actually AS Roma's, you know, fierce rivals, and how did we not take the lead here? Robinho hits the post with an open goal ahead of him, and it's just, it's all falling apart now. But Javi Pastore there manages to generate a bit of space now, and we're on the attack once again. Ricardo Montalivo here has not got a lot of room, but passes it into Pastore, and he just passes it to the keeper, which is strange to say the least. But again, another chance gone away there, not gone right for us. But we still have the ball now, and it plays off to Pastore, and yet again he tries his luck, and he's just, I don't know about Pastore. A lot of you guys said he was a bit of a flop so far, and I would tend to agree, but I don't know really. And this chance for Kozak is a good save by Guita, and luckily enough we do manage to clear it out just in time for half time actually, which would have been very disappointing to have all those opportunities and then not take any of them and then go 1-0 down actually, which would have been really annoying. But of course it is only 0-0 half time, and as I said beforehand, Pastore, he's not really impressed me so much so far. I spent a lot of money on him, which was actually really frustrating, and there Edison hits the post. Was a good chance yet again, but of course now we're on the attack ourselves. El Shaarawy has the long range strike, and look at that, just goes inches wide of the post, really unfortunate. And Lazio come again, yet again, look at that tackle by Abate, just throws him to the ground, and on the counter them another poor pass, and things were just really sloppy right now. But of course we get a bit lucky here. El Shaarawy through on goal, sees the open pass, and then Diakite, what is he doing? Takes a really heavy touch, and it's an own goal there. We got so fortunate there. It's a really poor mistake. Diakite takes such a heavy touch. It would have been an open goal for Luis Morial anyway, but I guess we got a bit lucky regardless. And you know, after that Lazio really started pressing, and this is just some terrible. Where is everyone? Where is the defence? I have no idea. The cross comes in there, and Abate wins the header, and eventually Nocerino just hoofs that ball out. You know, we are not looking very good, you know, overall, but we are getting the 3 points every now and again, and we would have had 3 points against AS Roma had it not been for that terrible mistake. But of course, Nocarino with a 7.7 and also Guiti with a 7.72. None of them got man of the match, but he did come out with some pretty good performances, and we do have another 3 points, which is really important to us. So now on to our fourth and final match of this episode against Catania. Again, pronunciation not too great, but of course Catania aren't exactly a very big club, and I say that with complete ignorance. I have no idea, but I'm saying that just in the hope of sounding quite smart, and I haven't got any idea. But of course in the first half, AC Milan started as you would expect, a lot of chances, a lot of opportunities, but really again we can't take them, and we really need to be a lot more clinical than we are usually, because right now we're having opportunities and we aren't taking them, which is really frustrating, because when you have these things you have to take them, or else you're going to start dropping points, you're going to start dropping down the table. And Irby and Madison there with a shot just goes over, and at half time yet again at 0-0. We're not scoring enough lately, we really have to be taking our chances. And in the second half things were pretty much exactly the same. We are generating opportunities here, and El Shaarawy plays through Luis Morial, and this time around he is very clinical and does manage to score. But that's the problem I have with Luis Morial, is sometimes he scores and he's really great player, and then sometimes he just misses such easy chances, and he's really hit and miss for me. I said this earlier in the series, and it just seems to be that same thing. But this time Luis Morial does manage to get a player sent off there. Salifu, some nice quick feet, and manages to cut inside and then managed to get away there, and that should make things a little bit more comfortable for us actually. That's what I'm hoping anyway. And of course, we're just trying to play it through, nothing too special. El Shaarawy there with some nice footwork, but his shot is high and wide off the mark there. But of course in the 84th minute, players have all their players a bit low on stamina now, things aren't going well for them, and yet again Luis Morial through on goal here, and this is just reeks of clinicalness. That was just such a simple, calm finish, and sometimes that's just so annoying. Sometimes he can do that, and then other times he just can't, and I can't get my head around it. But of course at full time there, 2-0 to us and 3 points, a lot more comfortable than I was expecting, considering they are a small team and sometimes the underdog can cause you a lot of problems. But we do manage to get the 3 points, and also Luis Morial was man of the match with a 9.0 rating and 2 goals scored. So now looking at the table at the end of this episode, we are still in 4th place, level on points with Inter and Juve, and only 3 points behind Genoa. 10 out of 12 points for this episode. It is a pretty healthy return, but I would have liked to have got 12 points had we not dropped them at AS Roma. So now it's time for goal of the episode, and first off we have the El Shaarawy goal against AS Roma, lovely footwork and a really good finish, and then we have the other goal against AS Roma, the Nocarino goal where he takes it inside and then blasts it past the keeper. So please leave a comment on which one you think should be goal of the episode, and I will include that at the start of next episode. So thank you very much guys for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, if you could leave a thumbs up, that would be greatly appreciated, and thank you very much for watching.